Alright, hello YouTubers, and welcome to my review of the History of the Daleks set number 6, which is Evil of the Daleks. So, taking a quick look at the packaging in the backdrop, we've got a picture of the Emperor. I kind of preferred the old Toys R Us image where he was more in the distance rather than just looking a bit to the side. I think it would have been a bit of a dramatic image, but oh well. So, not an awful lot to say about this one, so we'll start just with the standard Daleks. So, here's a one from the previous Power the Daleks release. So, yeah, you can see here the hemispheres, Alderaan has still not done them the darker blue that they should be, and yeah, this is never going to happen now, so he's never going to get the colour of the hemispheres correct. Now, he did admit that, yes, to everyone who said, oh no, they couldn't afford to paint the rest of this section, you know, grey, because, like, no, that was a factory error fuck-up. And look at this, the entire thing is grey. So, yeah, if you're holding off on the power set because of this, then, well, there you go, it's resolved here. Another minor difference, which I'm slightly disappointed about, is the actual dome lights themselves. If we just take a look here on the previous Power release, you can see they're slightly sort of frosted almost, whereas on the newer release they are just, you know, regular clear yellow dome lights, which, yeah, is slightly disappointing because the Power ones were more accurate as a result. Now, the major, you know, other than, you know, correcting a thing that shouldn't have been, you know, incorrect in the first place, the only other difference, or major difference for this one, is the eye. So, yeah, so this one, where the camera does not want to focus, there we go. So, this one has the pupil eye, which is correct because there is a Dalek in the story, at least one, that does have this. And the reason for this is because some of the Daleks in Evil of the Daleks, the eyes actually had a bulb in them to basically make them light up, just like the ones in the Peter Cushing films. Unfortunately, the lights would get so hot as to the point where they would actually burn the lens there, so some of them they ended up just painting them black like this. So this pupil one is actually correct. Some of the Daleks did have a pupil, and the length of the eye is pretty much correct as well, because it is just reusing the 70s eye stalk. So, yeah, nothing really else to say about that. Now, if you're wondering why this one, you know, has the 70s eye, but, you know, doesn't have a pupil, that is basically a sticker that I stuck on top of the eye, and I did a whole separate video, but you can search them up on eBay. I think this is a 3mm vinyl sticker or something like that I use just to stick on front, so that's a way, if you don't like the pupil and just want a regular eye, you can do that. Then we have this. So this is the Emperor's Guard. Again, exactly the same for the rest of the Dalek, except we've got the black dome. And this one, rather than be, it still is, you know, more of the chalky texture, but it's not the same sort of chalky, almost charcoal kind of black that the previous releases were. This one is a bit more of like a jet black, I should say. So yeah, it is a bit of a slightly different black. Does it mean much? Not really, but again, the previous releases, the black being having that slightly more chalky texture did look a bit, you know, more accurate to the actual thing, but this one still looks pretty good. Now, this one, unfortunately, is incorrect, because it has the small pupil, which none of the Daleks in this story have this. What Alderaan could have done is literally just have two with the pupil, because there is an Emperor's Guard with a pupil in that story. But that isn't the case either, so yeah. Now, the only other thing he really could have done is just extended the pupil all the way to the brim, so yeah. Again, if you want to fix that, you can get one of these stickers and put it on that, which I probably will be doing. But yeah, it doesn't look too bad on this one. it doesn't look too bad compared to other ones, since it's not teeny tiny, but slight irritants to it. But I guess if it was all the way to the end, you know, you could clearly see where the brim ends and where the pupil begins. So overall, this one's a really nice set. I do really like it. No real major issues and that with this one, really. So yeah, I do actually, you know, highly recommend this one. And you know, other than the incorrect hemispheres, which by this point they're never going to change. You know, this is possibly the last time we will ever see, you know, these 60s Daleks get a release. So yeah, at least, you know, they go off with a pretty good send-off if this is the case. So yeah, but overall, that's it for this review, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.